Hey, it's Edward Spaghettward, Eddie Spaghetti, if you're feeling friendly. And I have a lot for you to catch up on. So basically, I'm a freshman in college now. I've been taking classes and stuff, having fun, meeting new people. But it's a lot. It's a lot to handle. And I want to share some of the stuff I've been doing with you. I'm here at McGuffey Hall with my friends. We thought we were going to, meet one of our counselors. I think that's what you would call her. But she wasn't in their office when we came, so we're just sitting here working on things. At least they're working on stuff because I am procrastinating. I am not working on anything.
It's like 5 hours later, and now I'm listening to period at. Just now, I finished my last assignment for my educational psychology class for tonight. So now I'm just chilling. I'm probably gonna put some kind of time lapse or some kind of, montage on while I do my work. I made this channel because I'm becoming a teacher of color. And then especially I want to make sure that everybody knows that goes to this PWI, Miami University, they know that someone that looks like them is around. Now I'm in McGuffey Hall. It is currently 9:57, almost 10 o'clock at night, and I'm still here sitting on my computer. I'm not really doing anything. I thought about script writing, but I'm not sure I can think of a script right now, so I'm just going off the cuff here. So I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, early in the morning. It's like college hands you 2 L's for every W you take, So I've been taking quite a few W's with so many more L's. Yeah, I go to Miami University. I'm a part of the government relations network, But that's not the most important part. The most important part is that I'm working so hard to become a music teacher. And I could work even harder, I've hit this point where I have senioritis still as a college freshman. What's a better way to get rid of that senioritis than to have someone constantly watching what I do? So, hey, you're gonna follow me around a little bit so I am motivated to work. Welcome to the channel.
But yeah, it's super duper cold outside. I know it's gonna have a 30-degree jump later today. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. That's where I was born at, That's where I lived for 18 years of my life. And then I moved up here to Oxford, and the weather is exactly the same. Why is it 40 degrees outside right now? Why? And then it's gonna be 70 degrees later in the day. So I've been wearing this. I hope that all of you agree that cantaloupe is the worst melon, honestly, because it goes watermelon, honeydew, and then cantaloupe. I don't think that's a wild statement, but my friends always look at me sideways because I'm like, cantaloupe is gross, So after my quick little rant there, I had to go eat breakfast. But then shortly after that, I had to rush to my Diverse Worlds of Music class. I learned about a lot of interesting cultures in this class this semester. But after that, I had epidemiology. This class made me very paranoid. I was researching the most obscure diseases because my professor would always scare me. I don't remember learning much else from that class. But one thing I have learned is how to look important. You can look like you're doing something, but you're not doing anything at all. I've mastered that. When I'm in class, I think one time I was in class and I was just looking up the dinosaur train characters because I couldn't remember the first kid. I could remember Shiny and Don, but who was the other one? Turns out it was Tiny. Yeah. So now I'm on my way to go eat something. So I'm here at Armstrong Student Center, and I just picked up some Vietnamese coffee on the way here. It's as soon as you walk in, there's 3 people oh yeah, want to try Vietnamese coffee? And I'm like, yeah, let me try it. It's actually pretty good. One thing about vlogging is I always feel self-conscious because everybody's just walking around me. So I'm just trying to curve that by, getting real close into the camera where almost no one can see. But it still makes me a little bit nervous. I look like a goofball, probably. Oh, there's my salad now. Hey, now I'm in Old Man's, AKA the GRN building. GRN stands for Government Relations Network, and I handle all their musical affairs, being one of the only music majors in the network. So a lot of people have been telling me that my YouTuber voice isn't quite there yet, I don't sound like all the YouTubers are okay guys, back with another banger, but I just can't do that. I can't overexert myself that way all the time, You know what? As an education major, I know I'm gonna have to do this for a lot of my life. When you walk into your English teacher's classroom and they're just hold on one second, they're just shaking their salad. That's what I'm doing. But I forgot to get ranch with my raspberry vinaigrette, which might sound like a disgusting combo, but I just wanted to try it today, you know? Because I'm a very experimental person when it comes to food. I put applesauce on my eggs. But yeah, a big part of being in college is self-advocacy, as I've noticed. Because a lot of disabilities go overlooked because people don't consider their disabilities valid, I guess. You know, because I have ADHD. I do. I take medication for it. But I don't really tell the people here that, you know? I don't tell the people that I'm supposed to tell, like the Disability Services Office. I don't tell them that. And I think it's becoming a problem on my part because I don't have the resources that other people with ADHD who are vocal about it have. I'm just struggling and I'm not telling anybody about it. But I plan on changing that sometime soon because I can't do it. I can't put myself through this. I don't deserve that. If my YouTube upload schedule is any testament to my work ethic, it's easy to infer that I am a very unorganized person. I tried a whole bunch of productivity tools my senior year of high school. A lot of them weren't great, but a lot of them helped me. Today, I'll be sharing them all with you. First and foremost, you know that I love Forest, right? I made a whole video on it. Despite the video that I made for it, Forest didn't really work for me all that well. I didn't study that much in the first place, but when I did, I didn't really use Forest. Forest is a system that will work for you if you like to visualize your progress, you know? When I did study, I was very seldom motivated to even plant the trees. But that doesn't mean Forest wouldn't work for you. If you're interested in using Forest, refer to my video up in the cards above or the description below. A system I do benefit from is Google Calendar. As someone who can't leave their phone alone, a digital calendar makes the most sense to me. There are alternatives to Google Calendar, but the simplicity and the accessibility is unmatched. I highly recommend it. So I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The focus mode on my iPhone SE, yes, I have a home button, does nothing for me. Every time I use it, I just turn it back off. My phone addiction is way too strong. Maybe if I had some self-restraint, I'd be happier with it. It's cool though. It has a lot of great features that might work for you. There's this mode where you can limit your usage on apps. You can go to screen time in your settings and go to app limits, and you can set limits on how often you use your apps or how long you can use your apps for. You can even be selective about which apps can send you notifications during a focus mode. There's a few kinds of focus modes. So when you have focus, you can have do not disturb, the most common one, personal, sleep, and work. When I customize my focus modes, I exclude some contacts from the allow list where you can choose whose calls and messages come through.
One day, you will be period I. But for now, until you get your bag right, you're gonna be period